Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about how it works if your patient wants to discontinue ortho treatment before it is done, and if they're expecting some type of refund. So let's break it down into paperwork that I use or have used that I recommend. This paperwork is free for any of our clients. I'll even give it to you if you're an a la carte customer, premium, concierge, VIP, anything. Just reach out to me and I'll give you a copy. If not, hey, you can just create it from what you're looking at. It's not that hard. So in any case, or there might be templates online, or you can, whatever, you'll figure it out. Okay, so this is your standard run-of-the-mill orthodontic treatment financial contract. You can brand it yourself. Basically, you're gonna put the total price up here. This fee includes diagnostic records, treatment planning, and appliances used, regular visits, and initial retainers. Okay, so this is important. You need to make sure you're letting the patient know what they're including on the front end before they start. You don't want to be like a used car salesman and assess additional fees later. So this is what we include. This is what we don't include. So you want to make sure they realize they're going to get one set of retainers. I hope you're including one set because that's really tacky if you upsell retainers at the end. But you need to let them know that it'll be that there's going to be a retainer menu and it's going to be one set of recommended, whatever the doctor recommends. If they want to upgrade to additional retainer packages or like a bonded retainer, then it's going to be an additional fee, and we can discuss that at the end. So you need to really make sure they understand. Also let them know that clear retainers are going to need multiple replacements throughout a lifetime, and there will be an opportunity, and it's recommended that they get a bundle of retainers up front because retainers can easily wear out, crack, and break. And when they start to stretch out, it's nothing visible, so they want to switch them out on a regular frequency. Those are not included, and the retainer visits are included for X amount of months or 1 year. I think 1 year is pretty standard, but any shifting is not included. So, that kind of stuff. I have a zillion videos just on like retainer menus, retainer warranty, creating a retainer subscription program, monetizing a retainer subscription program. That's in my retainer playlist. You can go there. We're not going to get into that, but this is something that you need to discuss on the front end. Okay, so this is the orthodontic fee. It's divided into the following parts: diagnostic records and treatment planning. So let's say your cost for Invisalign or braces is $5,000, okay? So the diagnostic records and treatment planning is probably gonna be, say $500, okay? And this one doesn't have a lab fee on it, but if you're doing Invisalign, your initial appliance placements fee is gonna be significantly higher than if you're doing braces. So your initial appliance placements fee for Invisalign, or assuming you're doing comprehensive and plus bonding, plus delivery, is probably going to be $2,500. Okay, and then this is going to be $500. That's $3,000 right there. I mean, records and treatment planning at least $500. I might do $800 because treatment planning takes time. So we're at least at $3,000 right now. That's $2,000 left, maybe more like $3,500. And then the rest of it is going to be patient monthly payments of X months for X amount of months. So you're going to break it up. I like the idea of also putting a retention in there to break that out. That's really up to you. It's not in here, but it's just an idea. So let's say we made it $3,500 for this first part on the front end, and then that's $1,500 remaining over, say 10 months, 10 visits or whatever. So that's 1,500 divided by 10, that's 150 per month. So if they stopped at month 4, doesn't mean visit 4, it means month 4, then they're getting a refund of, you can do the math. So that's a little bit more than, that's, 4/10. So they're getting approximately if I'm doing this right, approximately a $900 refund off the $5,000. So they're paying $4,100 even if they're stopping early, and they're getting $900 back if they paid in full. Now, if insurance hasn't paid, they're not getting a refund, obviously. So, we'll work that out once, because usually insurance is going to stop paying. So it gets a little bit complicated. I do recommend, and there's some, explainers here. So you can create this however you want to do it. The important thing is that you do this on the front end and not on the back end. And it also says here, the orthodontic fee does not include required restorative oral surgery, routine dental checkups, or special dental services. This is only for the orthodontics. So if you need a frenectomy, it's not included. You need to make sure they know that. If you need restorative work during treatment, it's not included. If you need bonding on 7 and 10 after treatment, it's not included. If you need a canine exposure and ligation, it's not included. If you need your third molars out, it's not included. If you need exposure on your second molars or an operculolectomy, it's not included. If you need a CBCT because there's some type of strange thing that's growing in the bone, that's not included, okay? So you need to make sure they realize that there's gonna be other things that they may have to do that are not included. It only includes the orthodontic work and one set of retainers. So that's how it works. Get that worked out at the front end. Make sure they know before they commit how that works. People move, things happen, people get sick, people lose their jobs. You know, it's gonna happen periodically, depending on your demographics, or maybe people just don't like you and they want to transfer to a different provider. It does happen. So you need to make sure that they're not getting upset, because this is like the #1 reason that you'll get a bad review or a complaint to a dental board or insurance company, is because you were not, you know, clear. In their mind, they're like, I just started treatment last month. Why am I, you know, only getting $1,000 back? I literally just got these aligners. Well, yeah, because our fees are on the front end, okay? For braces, it's gonna be differently. Obviously, that's how you wanna do it. Generally, I'm gonna do about 1/3, not 2/3 at the bonding for the treatment planning records and initial, you know, installation. It's going to be more heavy towards the end, and there's going to be more frequent and more weighted towards the visits. So the refund's going to be a lot more for a braces than it would be for an aligner case. Or if you had expanders together with the braces, it might be a little bit higher. So, all right, you get the idea. Hopefully that was helpful. You can create your own contract. Thanks.